What's up, guys? Decided to do a morning edition market review here. See if we can find some potential trade setups for the week. Even today on the 1 hour and 4 hour, there's always good daily trades out there that we can make. I'm not going to be covering everything. I'm just going to try to keep this a little short and cover, the majors: Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin. Maybe take a look at a couple of the others that have been running up since last week. ADA. I think Vert coin's getting ready to as well. If you guys haven't seen my videos on the Ichimoku cloud, that's what we're using in this video. It's kind of what I use mixed with some other things, but the first two part of the series is in the description below. So if you guys want to check that out, if you're kind of lost, or if you just need a quick review, I'm going to be running over some of them techniques throughout this video as well to keep everybody caught up. So let's get started with Bitcoin. I'm going to take these off real quick. All right, last night we had the CMEs release the futures contract. I think that was the second edition. SIBO had it. SIBO did last week. We saw a nice increase up to that 20K area almost. But this time, not so much love for the coin. We had about 8% decrease droppage here. You can see, though, it came to our little support level of the cloud. That's kind of where it's hanging out right now. This is the 4-hour chart. You guys will notice the Chikous span. It's starting to come in below the price, starting to come into our Chikousen and our Kijinsen. This could be, indicative of a move down. If we zoom out on our chart to the 4-hour, you guys will notice all this room is still, has potential to drop. Test out our Kijinsen and even test out our cloud in this low down here of about 13.4. Not saying it's going to. This is just the potential. We can't always be bull. These things do have to retrace. So if we use our techniques from the video I covered, part 2, we can start drawing our lines to pay attention to potential breakouts. So if we put one there, I already have one down there. So let me zoom into the 1 hour. Yeah, this one here looks good. Just kind of bring that over to there. And then let's take these tops here, because there's a 1, 2, 3. There's a couple tops here, so this could be a little buy area. Yeah, this is it right here. So we have this coming down. We have a 1, 2, 3 possible to complete a leg here. So this area is something we're going to want to watch. Do we get a MACD cross down here? I know I haven't covered that yet, and I will. But MACD cross to the upside. Does our AO cross the 0 line to the upside? These are all signals that we're going to want to watch for. Not including our CS break here. If you guys know the CS, we want this to be above the price. So if our candles over here, our CS is above the price. If our price is down here, that's a good buy potential. Again, these are setups that we're looking for. We want more confirmation. Let me go ahead and delete out these. I want to show you one more thing, why I think this might be coming down. So if we take a look at the AO here, that you can see that this run up here on 12.7, causes the AO to come up and then slowly decreasing, but our price is still rising. We made a double top here. But look at the AO, it's going down, trending down. And we have pretty much a straight line as far if we connect these two prices. So what does this mean? This is this is divergence. I haven't covered this either, but this is something to pay attention for. When our price is making higher highs, but our AO, or even if you look at the MACD, if that's what you guys are using, the MACD, the AO, they're making lower highs, and it continues to drop. So what this means, to me, this could be a 1, 2, 3 structure that goes down there. And then you see the overall structure on the 4-hour. If we can just, let me make this a little thicker. This is just a rough drawing, but I mean this is what we want to pay attention to. So it comes up and it goes 1, 2, 3, and then up. And then our buy is going to be here if we can get a break. And also our Chikousen needs to come up and break as well. So this is kind of a structure we're going to look for. Now, if this breaks to the downside, then we're probably in for a little bit of a ride. It's not highly improbable. Anything's possible, but this, we need to find the correlation here in the 1 hour. Does it break this cloud? If it breaks the cloud in the 1 hour, we could see some more downswing here to exactly that type of structure. I haven't covered many consolidation structures, which is okay. You guys can stick to your Ichimoku, right? If it breaks this line here, what does that correspond to on the 4 hour? I mean, it's not even close. So you can think this is probably going to come down a little bit lower and test our next support level, which would be this huge cloud here. And if it breaks through that cloud, then you guys see the other support level down here, which would be the bottom of our cloud. Not saying this is going to happen. What we want to look for as well for the breakout to the upside is our AO to bust through this line. We're not in the clear yet if that does happen, because again, you have to see over here. If we take the line from the top of the AO, I mean, that's where it's got to come and break that to break this divergence pattern, more or less. So be patient. Don't go too crazy. Trust the system. And yeah, we'll take a look at the other charts. So if we take a look, let's look at ETH, BTC. We can zoom out here, show you what happened. So remember the consolidation structure on Bitcoin. I mean, that's kind of what played out here. It's almost the same thing. So these are the structure. This is kind of the structure we're going to wait to see what happens with Bitcoin. So if we do zoom in, see this huge run up from November all the way up into December, and then it's just sideways trade out. This is the consolidation period. What is that? 13 days. So half a month it consolidated. You see the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it finally broke. So our signals are here. We have 1. We have the Chikous span breaking as well. And then if you guys dig in a little deeper on the 4 hour here, you see this little TK cross. And then, this kind of respected our little support area and then took off. So this is kind of the Bitcoin setup that we're going to wait for. If that happens, we have this, right? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Bit messy. Waves aren't exact, I guess. So just like I said, patience is a virtue in trading, especially with crypto right now. These structures to me, they're obeying, technical analysis pretty decent. There's some that don't at all, but, you guys should be making a decent amount of money on these if you can wait it out. So then what are we going to look for on ETH? If we go out to the 4 hour, you can see this is a flag again that's kind of going on here. We have this price come up, 1, 2, 3, and then hopefully up like that. And again, we're waiting for all the confirmations. We need the Chikous span to come up. We need our price to come up. Don't buy it at the top here. You guys can see this. This doesn't have to be a 3 wave structure, a 3 wave correction. 3 or 5 wave is usually what we're looking at. So we could see this 600 price as well. That's why it's very imperative that you guys wait for the structures to form and complete before you get in the trade. That's how you're going to make your money. You get in at the top here, then you're stuck sideways trading, and it could break down, and then the flag is invalid. So you want to validate your ideas. This, like I said, down here, these are valid ideas here. Once we break this structure, this consolidation is valid, and we're going to move up. That's kind of what we're waiting on here. If it breaks down through the cloud, then you can imagine what's going to happen there. This is the 4 hours, so this is kind of strong. Let's see here. See what the daily looks like. Yeah, I mean, look at the daily. We have this huge move up, which on the daily doesn't mean anything really. And we could get this flag here, and then it could drop all the way back down to the 50 fib level or so. So just be careful out there with this one. I'm really liking it though compared to Bitcoin, because if Bitcoin does make that move down, I think we're going to see this, move up, inverse correlation here. Same with BTC versus BTC. It's not looking that great. This thing is just straight down swinging. But you see, on the 4-hour, we do have the Kumo twist right here. So what we're waiting for is the cloud break and the CS break. It's right now, we have this 1, 2, 3 pattern up, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then maybe the break here. So we get this little structure. And with the cloud twist here, this could be strong. This is a good way to accumulate BTC without losing BTC, if that makes sense, right? So if you have 1 Bitcoin, you get in this trade. Say it runs all the way up to 50. What's that? My math is pretty off. 0.012-ish Bitcoin that you're adding there, and then once if this does complete down to here, then you can sell it, and then you have even more Bitcoin for when it goes and tests the 3rd time. Just a strategy, Also, you can just trade US dollars if that's your game. So with that chart, let's go ahead and take a look at Litecoin. Litecoin's kind of doing the same thing. It's just flagging, right? Let me take this off. So we have the initial move up to that 420 area, and then 1, 2, 3, maybe something like this, and then we're going to wait for the break. And as always, you see the Chikous coming in through the cloud, not in through the cloud, in through the price. So this is a no trade zone right now. We want the Chikou to kind of break up. If you see the last spike here, we can just draw this line here. And let's change that color. So yeah, there's that's an idea right there. You're gonna want to wait. You can see that the TS, the Tikens, and the blue line is kind of angling up. So if we can get this nice little cup handle here with both of them, we can see this price really start to increase. This is the 4-hour chart. So let's go ahead and zoom back in and see what we can find on 1 hour. Let's get rid of this. Apologize for the mess. I like to draw. Hopefully it conveys the ideas a little bit better. But yeah, we have a cloud. This is in the cloud right now. We have a green cloud that's 30 sticks out. It's a decent indicator. Our TK is still yellow above the blue, which is bullish. And kind of last confirmation we're waiting for in the 1 hour is our TS right here. We want to see this kind of blast up to there. If we look at the AO, it's not looking terrible as Bitcoin was. You can kind of see a head and shoulders pattern here, but that's on the oscillator, so I wouldn't hold much weight there. And that's kind of the setup you want to wait for on Litecoin. Hopefully we can push up past this high here, which is what, 420-ish. Go figure. So I lost my train of thought there. Easy to do. Yeah, this isn't looking bad. I mean, these two, ETH and LTC, are the two that I'm watching today. Obviously, with Bitcoin, I'm watching for that wave pattern on the 4-hour to see if we can get that move down. And then these other ones should start heading up for us. So that's kind of what we're going to look for in the 3 majors. Try to find the correlation. If you see Bitcoin starting to move down, pop open your other chart, ETH or LTC, and see what it's doing. They don't always have to move in tandem. They don't always have to move inverse. So just pay attention to that so that you're not, slowly eating away at your profits. All right, I don't want to make this video too long. Let's take a look. It's a decent move on Ripple and ADA. I'm sure everybody's, wondering about. So if we take a look at ADA, unfortunately, I got in over here, and I don't even remember. It was somewhere around here. I thought we were going to get this break. Unfortunately, it went down. What is that? Almost 550 area. So hopefully you guys did get in that. But you see, here's the cloud. You see how thin this cloud is here. We had this huge move up. We get this thin cloud. So there's not much weight you can put on it as far as being support and resistance. Maybe that's what I did. I just wasn't really paying attention. So I got in a little bit early, but I mean, as of now, we're working out. So what can we see here? We have this TK cross in the cloud, and then we get the initial breakout, which is huge. But you notice the cloud in front is still very thin. This is the 50 fib level kind of right here. The last current move up. So if we do go ahead and throw those on, give you a better visual. Let's just go from right here to here. Yeah, I mean, close enough, 50 fibs right here. So we can see this move down a little bit. Again, moves in waves. We have 1, 2, 3. Doesn't always have to be 3. It can be 5. It can be 7. But these are just kind of the structures you want to look for. When it gets to this area, though, this is kind of, do or die. Are we going to break down even more and test this low of 11.22? Maybe. Again, you can see the MACD is starting to cross to the bull. As far as the AO, it's doing the same thing. We do need a color change here before we can even think about getting back in. So patience on this one. It's topped out. Let's go ahead and zoom in on the 1 hour and see if we can get a better entry. Yeah, you see the AO is kind of coming down. So this, the 1 hour, we could see a twist here. Not a twist, the MACD cross. And if we can get the AO to switch to green, that could be a good sign. So let's see what we got here. This is kind of, it's kind of the same pattern here. We're just kind of waiting. Bunch of consolidating here. It's getting tighter and tighter and tighter. It could be a squeeze. And then we're looking for like this kind of pennant or triangle pattern. And we play it the same way. They're all played the same way. Wait for the CS. CS goes up, price is going to go up. It's going to bust through. Our target. Yep. Our target is going to be a fib extension, which is the 27.2 to 61.8. That's kind of our area right now that we're targeting. Since I got in here, I think it was about 1,000 or 1050 or something. Like I said, it'd been nice to get in at 5, but I jumped the gun a little bit. It happens. Learn from your mistakes. But if we can get that push on up there, that's another 40 to 70%. On the 1 hour. So pay attention, wait for that break. And if it breaks to the downside, then wait even more because we should be able to get it even cheaper. Long term, though, I wouldn't be trading this coin too much. Just long term. This is more of a long term coin for me as well, like ARK and NEO. I do still, analyze the charts to see how the market's moving, but I'm not too concerned with it because I'm extremely long term. So, these 40-50%, they're nice, but we're hopefully talking in thousands by when it's all said and done. But even zooming out, you guys see this pattern. It's starting to squeeze. So, just draw your lines. Doesn't matter if they're right or wrong. You just need to pay attention to what's going on. Does this make a longer consolidation? It could break through here and start consolidating down here and then finally turn. Always update your charts. What this is out in December 20th, 4 in the morning. Maybe this pattern isn't that. Maybe it turns into something, along the lines of this. Where we get our 5 waves, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then up. So that's a structure we're looking for as well. One last chart I do want to look at, what's that, ADA, is Vert. Let's see here. Where'd you go, Vert? Hidden. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I can't find it. There we are. Finally. This one's been giving me some trouble. I think I got in this first break. I have to check my order. Let's see here. I didn't reset all this. Yeah, I think I got in this first break here and wrote it out a little bit, if I remember correctly. It wasn't 40%, but it wasn't, the best break. So what happened here is I think this is going into some type of corrective flat, expanded flat structure. Basically, what that means is we get this high over here, and it comes down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. hopefully that ends it, and then our initial push is going to be back up to here. Right now you can see the AO is looking good. We have the cross of the 0-0. We also have two green bars. Down here we have the MACD cross. Unfortunately, it is under, so being under is concerning for this one, but we're charging here for the top of the cloud, which is about 28%. You guys can wait for that. We want the cloud break if that's what you're playing. It's okay to get down in around here as well. You can put a tight stop loss just below here. Tight stop loss would be 25%, but a 3-to-1 risk reward ratio here, trying to make it to the top of this expanded flat, if not higher, up into this area of the 11 and 12. So if we do zoom in on the 1 hour, you can already see the cloud break. I mean, this is pretty strong right here. We get the cloud break, and I haven't covered it, like I said, but the Kumo twist. This is a bullish Kumo twist with the cloud break, and you can see our CS is trying to break out as well. So what are you going to wait for on the 1 hour? Is confirmation from our AO. You can see it's slowly coming down here. We can wait for a green confirmation to buy it back up. Also, the MACD is bullish. Or, I'm sorry, the MACD right now made a bearish cross. Blue came under the orange. So we're going to want to wait for the other cross, when the blue crosses over the orange, to even get in here. So again, you can draw your support and resistance via the Chikous band, which is about right there. And let's just make that green. So, your first play, if you guys want to live a little, one here, or if not, you can wait for this little consolidation and then spike up, where we get the Chikous band breaking here and the price breaking here. And hopefully that takes us, on our journey at least up to our expanded flat up here. You're going to want to look for the typical 3 to 5 wave structure up, which is, hopefully like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Zoom in on that. Something around there. So yeah, just again, patience. Patience is key. So I think that about covers it. I hope it wasn't too much. It could be confusing to some. I go watch the videos on the Ichimoku I did. It should help you a little bit. I didn't cover much of the wave stuff or corrective patterns, but these are just kind of things I'm looking for as I go through the charts. So you guys just go draw on your chart art. Like Bob Ross said, there's no accident, there's no mistakes, only happy accidents. So good luck out there. Hopefully I'll release a video maybe tomorrow to see what happened here. And if you guys don't see a coin that I covered, I know I only did 5, but if you want to see a coin, let me know. I'll try to include it in the upcoming videos. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.